eye like a thief in the night. Me I forget out of sight. Me I take away myself. Take away myself. I have to utilize I will. Show the eye a clean pair of heels. I say, been there, done that, don't need it again, yeah. I'm not a masochist who won't play your game, yeah. To how you move, you have me way to the core. Sayonara, the hot girl gone through the door. Take away ourselves. Ah, Say no good body, girl, let me take me ourselves. Take me ourselves. No good body, girl, let me take me
Greetings, and once again, welcome to the Real Stuff Podcast. This is yours truly, Franco, and we got Flavius with us this morning. But we're gonna be linking up in a few minutes. In the meantime, sit back, relax, and enjoy the Real Stuff Podcast.
This is your very own sports, music, and lifestyle podcast with Flavius and Franco. Welcome.
Oh mama, mama, oh mama, mama, oh mama, mama, keep on loving me so bad, boy. I met a boy the other day, got the sweetest loving ever come my way. Do anything I say when he loves me this way. The only thing I say is, oh mama, mama, keep on loving me so bad, boy. Oh mama, mama, keep on loving me so bad, boy. You got bad boy in it, so wonderful. You got bad boy in it, so wonderful. Bad boy, so wonderful. All I can say is, oh mama, mama, keep on loving me so bad, boy. Oh mama, mama, keep on loving me so bad, boy. You hit me with it, tone, dee tone a break. Man, you better run, come, cause I need a fix. Man, you better run, come, cause I need a fix. I feel it, ay, 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 ay. Got the sweetest loving ever come my way. Do anything I say, but when he loves me this way, the only thing I say is, oh mama, mama, oh mama, mama, oh mama, mama, keep on loving me so bad. And you hit me with it, ton, dee on a break. Man, you better run, come, cause I need a fix. Man, you better run, come, cause I need a fix. I sing it, ay, 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 ay. Ooh, me so bad, boy. Oh, mama.
to take you to my home to be with me forever. I really love you, baby. Really love you, baby. Want you forever. Really love you, baby. Really want you, baby. I wish that you were the man in my life. I would like to take you to my home to be with me forever. I really love you, baby. Really love you, baby. Want you forever. Really love you, baby. Really want you, baby. Love I will give you is so powerful, so special. Under your skin it will flow through your vein. My love's insane. This love I give, I just can't stop. I just can't stop. It's in your face, even when you turn your back. And just like a magnifying glass.
Greetings once again. This is just Julie Franco along with
Flavius. Morning, listeners. Morning, Franco.
morning. So you're doing this morning?
Very good. New Monday morning.
Monday is always a day that start.
Yeah, man. I always like Mondays.
Start the
Unlike a lot
working
of
week.
people.
Start the working
Yeah, man.
week.
I like Mondays.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
So what's going on in your neck of the woods?
Well, I'm seeing a little shine outside. Doesn't look very bright, but I'm expecting it to stay that way all day today, hopefully.
True.
And the big news is that the COVID is rising rapidly in Jamaica.
Okay.
Rapidly. I mean, the numbers don't sound very big, when you compare to other countries, but for a small country like us, and from where we were at the end of July to where we are now, it's a huge jump. And deaths, yesterday we had the most deaths in one day, 7.
7 people died?
Yeah, from COVID. Yeah. And we know that people die every day, but these are deemed COVID related.
And the rumor spreading that some people have it who don't have it. Some, entertainers.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't
There was a rumor
hear
out
that.
there that Dean Fraser was infected, but he cleared that up immediately
Okay.
because people kept calling him.
Okay.
So he made a video and sent it back out to social media.
Okay.
He's okay.
That's good. That's good.
Oh, yeah. Good to know that he's all right,
Yeah.
So what's going on with the news otherwise?
Well, on Saturday, I was going about my business in my house when I heard, well, I didn't hear, I just saw, it's like a whoop. All my light went. So I called the power company and gave them a report. Few minutes after, somebody called me. In fact, my cable man called me and I was asking me something about the cable, and I told him we had no light. So he hung up, and then in another 2 or 3 minutes he called me back and told me why I didn't have any lights. Car run off the road. As he run off the road, hit another car, and then the light post and broke the light post at the top of the post. And all the wires were down. And this was a post that carried high tension wire. So most of Portland and my part of St. Mary was out.
Okay.
I called back the power company and told them exactly what happened, exactly where and what happened. And I was shocked. This is about after 1 in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
And by 4:30, when I looked, I had lights.
Mm-hmm.
But I was contemplating going without light for the rest of the weekend.
Yes,
But I guess because of how many people were out and the items were, so a lot of people were out. They came, they came and they did their job, and we have to really, really commend them.
mm-hmm.
Because normally they take a while. They take a while. But this was a priority for them apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, for 2 hours and they put in a new pole or whatever and transfer the wires, and that's very good work. And
Congratulations, man.
I'm very pleased. So I have to commend them, commend them on that job. So I was very happy to get back to life.
They were efficient, yeah.
Very, very efficient, yes.
All right.
Yeah. It went away shortly sometime after, but apparently they didn't finish what they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
They probably turned it off just to finish up, and then it came back, and it's still up now.
Mm-hmm.
We are very happy.
True. I'm glad you're happy.
Yeah, and we have to commend the power company. I don't know if it's something. I don't know if it's a new attitude or what, but we are pleased.
Man said, don't know if it's a new attitude.
Yeah, but we are very pleased.
Well, before we get into your did you know, okay? We'll give a little touch of this music. Want You Forever, and then we'll come back with the did you know, okay?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
My love was meant to stay. This love I give, I just can't stop. It's in your face, oh yeah. When you turn your back, I wish that you were the man in my life. I would like to take you home with me forever. Oh, really want you, baby. Really love you, baby. Want you forever. Really want you, baby. Really want you, baby. Love I will give you is so powerful, special. Under your skin it will flow through your vein. My love's insane. This love I give, I just can't stop. I just can't stop. It's in your face, even when you turn your back. Hey, and just like a magnifying glass. Yeah, the heat that I transmit will melt your heart. Hey, I wish that you were the man in my life. I would like to take you home to be with me forever. Yeah.
Want You Forever, the music of Palm Hall. Each and every day we have Did You Know? And Did You Know is brought to you courtesy of Slowly Jamaica, uniquely Caribbean. Flavius, take it away.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning. We Friday we started with our Caribbean kids, and one of the areas that the kids benefit a lot from a long time. I'm not sure, but I will find out exactly where we are today. What I know that I've heard that there is some decline, some decline in these what we call uniform groups in schools. And uniform groups in schools are generally in the population, not necessarily in schools. They offer an alternative extracurricular activity for the youths that offers them training, discipline, learning, lots of knowledge, and most importantly, the whole socialization. Everybody's socializing together in these groups. And last week we spoke a little bit about the Scouts, Boy Scouts, and after a while you had some Girl Scouts. And that was very, very, very popular and powerful in my time anyway, and after, internationally. Locally, mean different countries of the Caribbean, and international mean everywhere else. Because they had jamborees, and it's a big experience that a lot of people who like that kind of thing and who joined and were a part of it, including the Scoutmasters, had a grand time. An achievement where, it's also a point where people learn how to achieve, because you have to do tests and get badges and all that stuff. So your whole level of improvement and achievement, is enhanced by being a part of these groups. So this week, we're going to spend a little time on it this week. I myself was a cadet, but we'll speak about that during the week. But today, we're going to skip over from the boys to the girls and speak about the Girl Scouts. So we're going to tell you a little about Girl Scouts, but we're going to enhance all of this and flesh it out. Brothers, please.
Today is the Girls Guide Association. Anguilla, Girl Guiding Anguilla, a branch association of Girl Guiding UK. Antigua and Barbuda, the Girl Guides Association of Antigua and Barbuda. Aruba, Het Arubans Podvijnsters Gilda. Bahamas, the Bahamas Girl Guides Association. Barbados, the Girl Guide Association of Barbados. Belize, the Girl Guides Association of Belize. Bermuda, Girl Guiding Bermuda, a branch association of Girl Guiding UK. British Virgin Islands, the British Virgin Islands Girl Guide Association, a branch association of Girl Guiding UK. Cayman Islands, Girl Guiding Cayman Islands, a branch association of Girl Guiding UK. Dominica, the Girl Guides Association of Dominica. Grenada, the Girl Guides Association of Grenada. Guyana, Guyana Girl Guides Association. Jamaica, the Girl Guides Association of Jamaica. Montserrat, Girl Guiding Montserrat, a branch association of Girl Guiding UK. Netherlands Antilles, Podvijnsters Vereniging van de Nederlandse Antillen. St. Kitts and Nevis, the Girl Guides Association of St. Christopher and Nevis. St. Lucia, Girl Guides Association of St. Lucia. St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Girl Guides Association of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Trinidad and Tobago, the Girl Guides Association of Trinidad and Tobago. Turks and Caicos, Turks and Caicos Islands branch of Girl Guiding UK. History. The Federal Link of the Girl Guides Associations of the West Indies was formed in April 1958 in Trinidad, in the context of the West Indies Federation. Although the West Indies Federation was dissolved, it was decided at a commissioners' conference in 1962 in Dominica to continue the group. The name was changed to the Caribbean Link for Guiding. The Caribbean Link of Guiding is celebrating its 50th birthday, with the climax on the 22nd of April 2009, by setting itself 50 themed challenges ranging from a 50 kilometers hike, a set of 50 good turns, collecting 50 books and donating them to a local charity and getting each girl guide to pick up 50 pieces of rubbish. From April to June, a virtual torch has been passing among those 21 Caribbean countries alphabetically. During the celebrations, under the theme Forging Friendships, Nurturing Caribbean Unity through Guiding Associations could use the lively anniversary song which was composed by Girl Guide Carol Edwards of Antigua. The Caribbean Link has asked every member organization to hold a special Link celebration birthday party to say happy birthday to the region and collect donations in a specially made cake piggy bank. All the funds collected will go to the Link Fund to further the work of the Caribbean Link. I am Arthur, with Did You Know for the Real Stuff podcast.
Walking on sand and holding your hand, feel like a tourist in my own homeland, in my own homeland.
Hi, this is Pam Hall, and I'm inviting you to hang out with Flavius and Franco on the Real Stuff podcast. They're such great company.
Oh my God, what a beautiful sight in my own homeland. This place is so nice, wanna do everything twice. Yes, I feel as if I'm in a paradise. No matter the season, you've got every reason. This place is another little heaven. East or west, I couldn't care less. Ooh, this place, it is definitely blessed. My own homeland. North or south, feel free to wander about. You can jump, dance, or sing and shout in my own homeland. Give yourself a treat, a few days or a week, and you will see just what I mean. Just take my advice, everyone is nice. You feel like royalty, my friend. Pulsating, vibrating, reggae, reggae, reggae. Every sky, rock, a steady mental. A quadrillion, a kumina, kumina, kumina. You can fill your belly with a coconut jelly. Mango, papa, cane and guinea. There's ackee and a saltfish and a roast yam and banana. Curried goat and a managed water. The Sunday special if you like a revival. Catholic, Baptist, or Pentecostal. The house of Jah is there, have no fear. Walk right ahead and get your share. I'm walking on sand, I'm holding your hand. Feel like a tourist in my own homeland. In my own homeland. Feel like a tourist in my own homeland. A homeland, my own homeland. Feel like a tourist in my own homeland. My own homeland.
You know, I play the vocals so I can hear the ending of it.
Okay.
Yes, so that's why I play the vocals.
Yeah, man.
So in case you're just joining us, welcome to the Real Stuff Podcast. This is Flavius and Franco. We'll be linking up with Teddy Laidley in a few minutes to give us the really current every Monday morning right here on our podcast. Some big news supposed to be going on right now this morning, Flavius.
Yeah, a lot of things is happening.
I see a lot of, well, I was looking at the Caribbean paper where it mentioned Barbados going to be hopping away from the Queen.
Yes, among other things, the Barbados, they put out well, the throne speech is normally done by the Governor General that tells you what the new government will be doing in that particular year.
Mm-hmm.
And the one that they put out for this time, I mean, it was really stunning. I have a copy of it, you know. Probably we can take a look at it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really, you know, really progressive. Included in that is the stepping away from the Queen.
Yeah.
But apart from that, what they are saying is that the government will be putting something in place to make sure that everybody in Barbados can live a decent life in this pandemic. So although the tourism is not coming in, the government is going to substitute and keep people paid to a certain level, probably about 80% of what they used to get.
That's good. That's good. Get them back some of the tax dollars.
Yeah, man. So
I think it's
really nice, and how they structure it. They put it in training because what they want is that when everything come back, they must be in a better space.
I agree with that.
Oh yeah.
No, but you know, I think it's the right of the government, all government, if you get in situation like this when you have pandemic.
Oh yeah.
You give back to the people them taxes. Give them back some money, you know, and fix up or clean up what's supposed to be done. And don't just try to rush things, and that's what I see the industrialized countries are doing. You know, all of these big countries, they're rushing, you know.
Let me read a little part here. It says, we will take all steps necessary to ensure that every Barbadian is protected from the worst impacts of the global crisis. Government's goal is that not a single Barbadian will be allowed to fall through the cracks. We are in this together. Every Barbadian matters.
That's true. That's
yeah,
true.
Man.
Yeah, because as I was saying, these industrialized countries, you know, them big, them powerful, them mighty. They have a lot of money sit down, pan. They have a lot of tax dollars in
Well,
reserve.
I don't think Barbados have a lot of money, but they are doing what they have to do.
No. I'm not referring to Barbados, but I'm just saying the bigger countries.
I'm just saying.
The bigger countries have money, them can waste and do what they want to do. Foolishness.
Yeah.
But in crisis, them for step up to the plate.
Of course.
Step up to the plate in crisis.
Here then are the measures that our government has designed to stimulate and protect both the local economy and the previous people and the precious people of Barbados. 1, a 12-month work contract program for employed persons.
Mm-hmm.
You're out of work and they're going to give you a contract to work for the next 12 months.
Mm-hmm.
Government will spend $40 million contracting persons to carry out a variety of jobs ranging from serving as student monitors in primary schools to clean the beach and work in the various government agricultural stations. 2, the Barbados Employment and Sustainable Transformation Plan, BEST. Government will invest $300 million in hotels and tourism-related facilities for the purpose of ensuring that workers are maintained on staff and paid 80% of their salary and are put through training programs designed to upgrade their skills. In return, hotels and other facilities will take concrete steps to transform into green and sustainable enterprise that supports the local economy. I think that is marvelous. Development of vendors markets. Government will both refurbish and develop a range of markets from Fairchild Street to Brandon's Baxter Road, Temple Yard, and the list goes on. So they're creating or refurbishing markets for vendors. That is wonderful. 4, refinancing of funds access and the trust loan program. Government will provide fund access with an additional $20 million and the trust local program with an additional $10 million so that easy and accessible concessionary credit can be made available to existing and would-be small and micro business persons. 5, the cooperative society, something I may have been talking about, Franco.
Mm-hmm.
The Cooperative Society Investment Fund. This fund will provide credit at interest rates of, 1.5 to 2.5%.
Mm-hmm.
Farmers and to cooperatives enterprises operating in such fields as renewable energy, health and wellness, and the creative industries, tourism, and manufacturing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that is really, really low interest rates, really good.
Yeah, man. Can't be.
Affirmative action program. Government will establish an affirmative action program designed to deliver government contracts for the purchase of goods and services to business owners and operated by youth, persons with disability, and persons drawn from other disadvantaged sectors or communities. So I'm looking after the youth and I'm looking after the people with disabilities.
Mm-hmm.
The Farmers Empowerment and Enfranchisement Drive, FEED. This program for the establishment of new farmers and for bringing new agricultural lands into production will be expanded and will extend to 2,000 persons. The own ownership providing energy project, HOPE. Government is establishing a new 250 million low-income earner house project designed to deliver 1,000 new homes, with government investing 40 million in the project and guaranteeing the sale of land plots at $12 per square foot for participants in the project. An extensive public works program. Government will be undertaking a range of public works ranging from roadworks and bridge repair program financed by the IADB, the government of China, and the Latin America Development Bank, to a shoreline jetty and fish market enhancement program, and the construction of a new accident and emergency department at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital. Wow. Extensive development of water infrastructure. Government will be undertaking extensive layout of water distribution pipes, as well as the construction of several desalination plants to address the country's ongoing water problem. Because I know Barbados don't have many rivers.
Okay.
Creative economy engagement program. In light of the fact that the country's entertainers and creative artists have been hit extremely hard by the COVID-19 crisis, government will be undertaking a program to stage concerts and other productions that conform to COVID-19 protocols, and to purchase and utilize works of art produced by the artists of Barbados, all in an effort to ensure an income stream for the nation's creative. So it is not giving them money, but it is buying their
works and things like that.
And services.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I mean, it is serious foresight.
But we have been talking about these things for months.
Yeah, we have.
And especially with as I said, these big industrialized countries, that's what they should be doing.
Oh yeah.
Now you're a small country now like Barbados is putting these in effect to help their citizens.
Oh yeah.
And these big countries have the taxpayers' dollars, and they're doing all sort of foolishness. Now, when bills go to Congress in the US, they are complaining that people go and stay at home and don't want to go back to work. Their main concern is about the small business, but they're not putting out anything to help the small business, like the restaurants, the bars, the gyms, and all of those things.
Absolutely. But number 12, the Job Start Scheme. Government set to roll out a first job initiative for 18 to 25-year-olds. This program will provide participants with paid work experience. So you just leave school, you don't have to worry. You have something out there, you're getting experience and you're getting paid.
You need to send that copy.
Yeah, man, I will.
No, you need to send it to the government of Jamaica.
The existing urban and rural development commissions will be amalgamated in a new national development commission. Read that again. And this is very important for me, because I preach every day. So the existing urban and rural development commissions will be amalgamated in a new national development commission, which will immediately embark upon special development projects in a number of disadvantaged communities. The new commission will also set out on a program to refurbish community centers and to eradicate all remaining pit toilets from the Barbadian landscape.
Whoa.
But the merging of the urban and rural development commissions, that is so key and so vital. And exactly something what Jamaica want to do. We have to look, you know what I preach every day. The King's in Jamaica.
Yeah.
And Barbados is doing basically the same thing by making the rural and the urban being planned together. And that is what we need. establishment of a post office bank. That's something we had in Jamaica, and we got rid of it for some strange reason. So Barbados is bringing it back. The Postal Service will partner with private sector interests and with the credit union movement to establish a post office bank that will make banking services and credit more easily accessible to the masses of the Barbados people.
I have to applaud Barbados. Definitely have to applaud them. Because for what they're doing right now to get their country back running and active, you can see it's a united front, and not just them I run up them mouth. They're making sure that these are the things that we talk about all the time. These are the things we talk about all the time. You know.
Yeah.
I'm really glad for that, you know. We have to give them a round of applause, man.
Yeah, man.
Where the big one now you're coming with?
Renewable energy projects.
That's a big one.
The construction of solar energy facilities that will deliver some 100 megawatts of renewable energy to the national grid over the next 2 years. As Barbados sets out on its journey to be fossil fuel free by 2030. By 2030, they don't want to buy no more gas and oil.
Give themselves a 10-year span.
Yes. It's
good.
And they're launching their ganja medical cannabis industry.
Them not left out them cannabis.
Yeah. Central Bank currently existing enhanced credit guarantee facility and other credit schemes that are on the books of the Central Bank, but are hardly will be used to capitalize an industrial transformation fund of $70 million and will be administered by the Enterprise Growth Fund. These funds will be applied to a new industrial development strategy that was developed by the late former Prime Minister Owen Arthur. They're going into a junior staff exchange and they're putting in educational support in ensuring that all students are. This is another big one. It is educational support programs. The government will invest $20 million in ensuring that all students are provided with tablets and the other electronic devices they require.
That's something we talk about too again.
In online education program.
That's another year we talk about. I want to know what Teddy...
This is a big one again. A commission for improving the lives of people with disabilities. A new for improving lives of the disabled persons will be established to ensure that this vulnerable sector of the population gets the assistance that they need.
I'm going to see if we can get Teddy. Yeah?
Young Development Directorate. The Division of Youth Affairs will be transformed into a Youth Development Directorate that will function as a transformation entity working across all relevant government ministries, the private sector, and the third sector, civil society, in order to deliver many more programs and benefits to the youth of Barbados. In addition, the Barbados Advanced Corps will be transformed into a higher level and more powerful national personal development and internship program. Wow.
Still no connection with Teddy.
You can't reach him?
I just tried a while ago.
Okay.
But what Barbados I do, man, is them I put them foot forward. A good move, a good move.
Yeah.
A very good move because in state in go ahead there, no?
No. I'm going to call Teddy straight on him lessons.
Oh, in situation like this, you know, that's when the government will step up and play its role.
Of course, in a major way. Yeah.
That's when governments come in now and say, all right, our time for work.
Yeah, precise way, yeah. All right, give me a few minutes.
All right, do your thing and drop some more music.
Stamp out dirty minds and dirty mouths, suffering from lyrical drought. Deodorant, sucking out this song and watch this song.
Well, this one is a bombshell.
Clean up the corner. Stamp on your feet, ready for purge out the yard. Lord God, big come to clean up the corner. Stamp on your feet, ready for purge out the yard. Culture saver and Lord, we set the highest standard. Yeah. You're getting a treat on it, so sweet you know for yanks and who want it. Different crew I go to, I go meet. Specializing wise up, rise up. Open all your eyes, not gon' kill them boogie yanker in the street. Some mother, father, daughter, son, no better pack up and come. Play culture lyrics we are fling down. Leg your foot them on the floor, we won't refuse to give you more. Long time we don't hear this on shore. Comfy and chain, no mind with double phone kind. Culture I want gruesome fine. This time, so give it a beat. Come to clean up the corner. Scamp on your feet, ready for purge of the yard. Lord, God of the God, beat. Come to clean up the corner. Scamp on your feet, ready for purge of the yard. Culture saver and Lord, we set the highest standard. You know, hear them sit down, no solo business, they take out not to the dogs. Cats and rats and hogs. Mickey Mouse and dirty stuff come out, them a chop enough. But seriously, those who empire must fall. This rock on which your DJ sing and rap was not contained by sniffing coke and smoking crack. If your brain a lapse, try go dig up some facts. How the veteran and for father put this music on the map. So give it a beat, come to clean up the town. Stamp on your feet, ready for bird of the yard. Lord God, beat, come to clean up the corner. Stamp on your feet, ready for birds of the yard. Culture saver and Lord, we set the highest standard. Yeah, we ready for take it on, ready for take it high. And no matter how them try, this music not gonna die. Steady we rock the world, the beat we have a pearl. Inspiration, give inspiration with no date for expiration. This music on vibration, got the healing of the nation. They got the step in real, the spirit, they hold it.
Well, this one is a bombshell.
Expansion for the program, give it a beat. We clean up the corner. Scamp on your feet, ready for purge of the yard. Lord, God of the God, beat. We clean up the corner. Scamp on your feet, ready for purge of the yard. Culture saver and Lord, we set the highest standard. Yeah. So give it a beat. To clean up the corner. Chill out, chill out.
Tsunami Mike, give me the beat.
Not road for the poor who cry, for the unfortunate. Levels, you know. Never give up in the struggle. Have faith.
What about the poor? What about the poor? Where the system ignore from ceiling to floor. What about the poor? What about the poor? Where the government ignore from the sky to the shore. Side of the freeway to get a little leeway. Who put them in this meal? For the poor, me pray. For a brighter tomorrow. For every youth way in a sorrow. Boats are the Mangugaro. Lightning in the marrow. What about the poor? What about the poor? Where the system ignore from ceiling to floor. What about what the government ignore. From the sky to the shore. Single mother, 5 children. Yet the glad she never killed them. With bare love she a feel them. Because Selassie I build them. Rastafari. What about the youth when not place for sleep? What about the youth when have no food for eat? What about the youth when no shoot on them feet? I check it on the cold concrete. What about the poor? What about the poor? Where the system ignore. From ceiling to floor. What about the poor? What about the poor?
What about the poor? Dickie Spliff. Flavius.
Oh yeah.
We're here once again. As I was saying, these are the things that government must do while your country is suffering from the things that you depend on, like tourism. And what the next thing where we use money transmission thing, that we want to call it at Jamaica. Remittance.
Yes.
Barbados finding other ways to make the people work and can still earn a living. And
work without external interference.
Yeah.
We can survive until the big rush of the tourism dollar come back.
And in the same breath, they are developing the country as well. They are removing all pit toilets out of areas where have pit toilets. I mean, you know, the little average construction workers, them going to have work to do and get paid at the same time. And micro business, everybody getting involved.
Yeah.
As I was saying, you should send that plan. Send it to the ministry, local government, energy, mining, all of them ministry there, you know. Make them have a look at it. So look at what our Caribbean neighbors is doing.
Yeah.
And maybe we can follow this model. Yeah, you know, I know them could have do the same thing to like Barbados.
But that speech was broadcast live, you know, so all of them should have been watching that.
Should have.
Yeah.
I doubt if any of them see it. I guarantee you. Them are going to say, oh, I didn't see it, you know. Oh, you didn't see it? Did you get my email? It should be on your desk now, though.
Yeah.
The post office thing. I remember. I don't remember if it was you and I or somebody else was talking about the post offices in Jamaica. They are no longer. They are no longer as popular as before.
Let me tell you. A few years ago, well, many years ago, the government decided that post offices weren't cutting it at all. And they wanted to do a transformation of all post offices in Jamaica. We make them into internet centers and other stuff. And more packages and all kind of things. And the government said that's the way to go. That's the way to keep the post alive. A lot of mail not coming through it, but we can make other stuff come through it. You could even get email. You could even pick up your email there.
But you don't want to. Let me stop you for a minute there. So if you in your parish, in your district now, say you want to send a package to a friend in Portland who can make it out to your area, there's no means of you sending that package to that person?
Yeah, you can. You can go to another bay and yeah, you can.
Okay.
They have not fully, but hear me out. They asked for tender for the project. And a company that I was associated with, Trevor Hampton Associates, one of the big consulting firms in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
And they took up the thing. And we did a proposal. Why do I know all of this?
Mm-hmm.
Because I actually wrote the proposal. We engaged overseas players with, who had skills and equipment that we could use to enhance the whole thing. And I think it was a very good proposal, and I was looking forward to the implementation of it.
Mm-hmm.
But then I heard nothing about it. And nothing was done. It's not like say, okay, they didn't like our proposal, so they went with a different company. They went with nobody. Nothing was done.
Mm-hmm.
Post office. Okay, check where we are now. We have a post office up here, building and everything. And it was going all right until some people broke into it or tried to break into it.
Mm-hmm.
For money, there was nothing in there for them to take out. There was nothing to be lost. Anyway, the police came and did their crime scene and this and that. So the postmaster general removed the post office or the workings of the post office to another day until that was cleared up so they could move back up. But they had no intention of moving back up. The building is still there, empty. It soon get run down. And if you live in Enfield, you have to go to another day now to collect your mail.
Mm-hmm. Stupidness that.
They are shrinking the old system until it's just not there.
Can I ask you a question? These properties that the post office is on, isn't it government property?
Postmaster General, yes.
The government own that land, right? That building, whatever.
And building, yes.
Yeah, so I mean, why shut down a thing that you own? All you need is just somebody to manpower it. That's it.
No, but they moved those people to another bay.
That's what I'm saying. Why shut it down? Put the same people, then you keep it. No care if it's even one mail coming through it. Set up something else at the same time that they were suggesting, as you say, email, whatever, internet cafe inside of it, etc., etc.
It caused a lot of hardship.
Exactly.
Because the elderly people who collect their NIS benefits and the people who are on path benefits used to, the post office is where they collect those things.
Mm-hmm.
So when an old person who can't walk will try and come out on a particular day, because it helps them to come and socialize a little bit with them old-time friend and thing.
Mm-hmm.
And they come and they wait and they sit down and then talk and this and that, and then the postmistress say, yes, we're ready now, and them go in the line and collect their money. And everybody's happy.
Mm-hmm.
Now they have to take transportation, pay bus fare to and from, and go to another bay, standing up in the line, sometimes in the sun, because another bay is serving a huge area.
Mm-hmm.
So when you have probably 20, 30 people up here at Enfield, so the wait time is not all that long.
Mm-hmm.
But that is the reality.
Mm-hmm.
That is the reality. And nobody sees that things like these affect the quality of life in the country. And this is no isolated case. It is all over. In fact, In fact, there was a more than one, I think. They call them postal agency, where the workers were never paid for years, more than 10 years. I don't know how they carry on working and with no pay. Things like that, we have to grab early and put in place. In fact, but you know what is the problem? I do not know what ministry the postal service fall under.
Yeah, that's another thing. What ministry it come under?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
But like it's a local service, a nationwide service. Wouldn't it come under the communication ministry?
It should, but I'm not sure because I don't see anybody owning it. No, and doing anything about it.
That's something I don't think.
I don't know that there's a postmaster general. That's all I know about it.
That's something they should never phase out. You know, should never phase out the post office. Because
post is powerful. You see, Barbados is bringing back them posts to what Jamaica had. Jamaica had a post office bank. You know, I don't know if you know about that.
Oh.
Yeah, man, they had a bank. I think that's a bank that was transformed into Workers' Bank. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, man, you could go and open a little account at the post office, a little savings account, and go and save the money. So every little child can go and save the money and everybody.
Well, I know about the Workers' Bank in that farm where, you know, they had students account. You had students account when it first came.
Yeah, it came from the post office.
Yeah, no, well, I never know that, but I'm telling you that I knew about the Workers' Bank when it first started up because our you know, we had a student account there.
Yeah.
And you could put any amount of money from 50 cents up to $100.
Yeah, man, whatever you have. Whatever you have.
So I remember that, you know, but I didn't know it came from the post office or through the post office.
Yeah, man, the post office had their bank, man. I think they usually call it PC Bank or some bank. Some post office bank. And everybody can just go to the post office and the post mistress will do the honors of creating an account for you.
But this, you know, like this sending inland packages and thing like that. If you cut that out, the average man who can't take a bus go all the way to Linstead for deliver a package to family member, how them send that? If them will cut it out.
Well, Jamaica have a number of courier companies now, so you have to use one of them.
Yeah, but you know, I know a couple people who are doing it, and them are complaining themselves too.
Yeah.
Because they are not as effective, you know, in a sense where they're not getting the work. It's like for instance, say the airport deliver your luggage whenever your flight delay, etc. And them have an independent company that they would work with.
I don't think we have that.
No. I don't think so. No, you guys don't have it yet. But I'm just giving you an example. And when these drivers who drive for these independent companies that deliver your luggage, if you don't know an inside man in that place, sometimes you don't get the amount of jobs for the day or for the week, so you can make a salary or make back your gas money.
Yeah.
So I know people who are doing the same courier system in Jamaica, and they are crying. So sometimes them not get no work. You know, you have to know some inside man, and not every company are gonna use you as an independent driver. You have to come through a agency. You understand me?
Yeah. The mail van must run, you know, must run.
So I'm saying
I don't see how we can cut out mail.
Government should never do that. They should never do that. You know, everybody wants a post office to make money. Why? It should never be a money-making system.
No.
Everywhere you go, well, I'm just looking at the capitalist countries. Them every one of them want the post office fair make money, as if the post office was always making money. The post office never make money. From I check them out, them never make no money.
No, it's a national service, a service that you can't do it. That's why the legislating it is so powerful that if you trouble the mail, you go to prison.
The federal, federal crime.
Yes, so the federal government of every country is supposed to pay for that.
That's why I asked you the question, if the building of the post office, is it owned by the government?
Yeah.
And your answer is yes. That simply means them have no problem for deal with it staying open. Because for them property, them taxes and everything is being paid by them. Taxpayers' money should keep those agencies open.
Open, yes. And most of them don't want, apart from the big ones, like in a big town like Anatomy, most of the smaller ones only want one person.
Exactly.
And probably somebody to clean it up.
The same person can do the same thing.
Yeah, it's not a big budget item at all.
Because even if you give that person, say, a minimum wages salary with a little bit of, with an insurance and a medical plan, that's good enough. Them get sick, them can go to the doctor or to the hospital of them choice. And still know, say, as long as them keep that job, them have that benefit.
Yeah.
Man, these are things where, if government want the country to be functioning effectively, you cannot cut out a delivery service that is owned by the government, helping the people who pay taxes for make it function.
All they need
should stay open. I don't know, but Bishop do a song say he want a meeting with Andrew and Peter. We know that Peter is not there for now. But
it's there.
Peter, so I still want this meeting to go on. So I'm going to play that song. Want a meeting. This one is called Meeting by Bishop, the Peculiar One. Let's take it away.
Yeah, man. I'm just saying, I need a meeting. Some people might need some beating. Rhythm. Yo, me want a meeting with Andrew and Peter. Have some question, me need them for answer. Me want the two of them pan me veranda. Since it's no more Bruce and Portia. Me want a meeting with Andrew and Peter. Me have some questions, today them have to answer. Me I invite the Star and the Gleaner. Hey, TVG, send 2 news anchor. Why the poor tea are coming from England? Who never born and no have no relation? Them a end up turn thief and madman. We don't want stress, send them back where them come from. Tell me when we are gonna stop split Jamaica. They have to hear about the Gully and the Gaza. What me a talk about, the two of you no better. Can't cause the kicker when the pot dead the blacker. Where the money where we borrow from the IMF. Where it's spent pan, how much of the what left? When me ask questions on the play dev, yet budget read and we have the bad debt. Here a next question me want find out. What kind of new ID you know I talk about? Me put chip in me hand and all about. You mean the mark of the beast Bible talk about? Me want a meeting with Andrew and Peter. Have some questions, me need them to answer. Me want the two of them on me veranda. Since it's no more Bruce and Portia. Yo, me want a meeting with Andrew and Peter. Have some questions, today them have to answer. Me I invite the Star and the Gleaner. CBM, send 2 news anchor. Me understand Garvey, although me no feel so. Tell me how Manly and Buster turn hero. Them contribution to freedom was 0. So replace them now with Taki and Kojo. Michael Manley said my father born ya, but enough people left when him link up with Cuba. Remember the scandal with PJ shall waver. I shall return and him come back as we leader. One to the bunny where they borrow by Siaga. When him fi pay it back, him tell we him no member. Him left and gone, but me there still a wonder. If him did ever pay back poor Jamaica, he never look back to the rest of Parliament. When the last female leader of government, make sure she increase the pension payment. Just so she know she a head for retirement. Me want a meeting with Andrew and Peter. Me want the two of them from me veranda. Me have some questions, me need them to answer. Since it's no more Bruce and Portia, you me want a meeting with Andrew and Peter. Have some questions, two of them have to answer. Me I invite the Star and the Gleaner. Hey, BBC, send 2 news anchor. Call this meeting together for the hear me. Come me attack on behalf of me country. My voice represent the majority. So me want the two of you listen keenly. We eat on a sell out with country. And the way on the misrepresent we. We eat all we God bless country. Have a set of leaders we act like Anansi. Me tired of the PNP and GLP. Tired of swap black dog for a monkey. Yeah, me tired of the crime and the poverty. God know me tired for go a bed hungry. Me talk about things people think about. And I nothing me a beg or a seek out. Me see me country a crash so me reach out. And from me little bit that say me have goat mouth. So me want a meeting with Andrew and Peter. Have some questions, we need them to answer. Me want the two of them from me veranda. Since it's no more Bruce and Portia, yo me want a meeting with Andrew and Peter. Me have some questions, two of them have to answer. Me I invite the Star and the Gleaner, TVJ. Send me 2 news anchor. Them say all the crime and violence is because of negligence. Them say if we blame the parents. Them say we must blame the youth and have no sense. But I think it's the government, parliament. We want betterment. Or hear the statement? Yo, me want a meeting with Andrew and Peter. Have some questions, we need them to answer. Me I invite the Star and the Gleaner, ACVM, send 2 news anchor.
The peculiar one, Bishop, the peculiar one, meeting. The man say want a meeting with Andrew and Peter.
I agree with him.
Let me ask you something, Flavius, because I know some bickering going on. And I know recently, if I think it was Saturday or Sunday, the outgoing leader of the opposition had a meeting with the executive body at the party and those who won their seats. Okay, Teddy's calling us. Teddy calling us. Morning,
Sorry
Teddy.
for the delay this morning.
No problem. We have you live and direct this morning. Live and direct. You're right on the dot. So we're on the air live as we speak.
Okay.
So is everything this morning?
Well, like I said, there's some foreseen things you can't change. You know, that fire of serenity.
Yeah.
Control the thing that, and leave the things that you can't.
That's one of my favorite prayer, you know.
Yeah,
one of my favorite prayer, man. Yeah,
man. The interesting thing that we never discussed last week, that is a Caribbean topic, is but want to leave the crown.
Yes.
You know that Barbados is considered little England. Right, and Amir Motley decided to say, you know, what I'm trying for us to leave. And what I admire about that situation, she put a timeline on it.
Yeah.
And next year, November, we should be out on our own. Right? And the question being asked, Jamaica, you know, is always the leader, seen as the capital of the Caribbean. And we can boast to say that we are the capital of the Caribbean. And when questions arise to say, how come we are now going to have to take lead from Barbados? It was tabled in one of the last elections, in the 2016 election, it came up, right? And nothing was done. And so let us see under the present administration to see if again it's going to be come up and if it's going to be discussed and the way forward.
Okay. Yeah,
All right.
because I saw
Yeah, go ahead.
let's say Barbados is starting the domino effect, and Jamaica going to follow next.
Yeah, well, like I said, let us see because I always say no. Talk is cheap
Mm-hmm.
until action, and that famous song from Nadine Sutherland, action, not a bag of mouth.
Yeah. Action, not a bag of mouth. Mm.
Okay, so let us see action take place.
Let me ask you a question, Teddy. The post office, which ministry does it falls under?
The Post and Telegraph would, I'm just checking now.
Somebody sent somebody in the, Courtney in the chat room said it would come under the Ministry of Finance. But
No. It would come on. Years ago, we had a minister of utilities, but in order to, well, I'm just going through the present ministries to see. Um, because years ago, it was on the personal charge. That whole ministry there, because remember when license for radio frequency is supposed to be granted, it comes to the Post and Telegraph. So I'm just looking at the current ministry now.
yeah, let me check in the meantime too while you're for see which ministry that fall under the new government.
But the broadcast commission is under the Prime Minister's office,
Yeah, I'm wondering because it couldn't be on a transport and mining. It couldn't be on the labor and public service. It couldn't be on.
It really should be under technology. That's where it should be. Communications. That's where it should be. I don't know where it is, but it should be there.
Like I said, years ago, there was a ministry of public utilities and transport.
Yes,
right. I'm not that you're thinking. I'm looking. I'm looking at the ministries because, as I said, it is also.
Probably have to call them.
No, the funny thing about it, man, that these persons don't even know where.
So Teddy, it wouldn't come under the what you call it, the energy, science, and technology.
It should.
Because here the cabinets I'm looking at now. It's the Prime Minister, Defense, Economic Growth, and Job Creation. And Dr. Horace John, Deputy Prime Minister and National Security. Nigel Clark, Finance and Public Service. Senator Kamina Johnson Smith, Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade. Dr. Christopher Tufton, Health and Wellness. Desmond McKenzie, Local Government and Rural Development. Olivia Babsy, Olivia Grange, Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sports. Edmund Bartlett, Tourism. Robert Montague, Transport and Mining. Fayval Williams, Education, Youth and Information. Delroy Truck, Justice. Daryl Vaz, Energy, Science and Technology. Carl Samuda, Labor and Social Security. Floyd Green, Agriculture and Fisheries. Audley Shaw, Industry, Investment and Commerce. Pernell Charles Jr., Housing, Urban Renewal, Environment and Climate Change. Matthew Samuda.
I think the person.
Matthew
I think the person is correct. I think the person is correct because you said Ministry of Finance and Public and
Yeah, it said that's a responsibility of the Ministry of Finance.
yeah, because there's one thing about it. Custom is also underneath the Ministry of Finance.
That would be Nigel Clark department too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So probably right, but like I said, yeah, they change other things so often because mentioned years ago when Colonel Charles was the minister.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's fall on it because even the license that for the telephone,
Mm-hmm.
if you open the telephone directory, they usually be a letter.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I'm going to telephone the directory here. They usually be a letter from that from that ministry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In the telephone directory that you talk about granting the license. But look like it no longer inside here.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be.
Like you said, exchange of everything so often.
Yeah, that is it. So many changes have taken place over the years. That boy, it's frightening. As I said, so one of the things that we grew up knowing that we could have talked off the top of our head. No, you know this again tests us because I never even think about the Post and Telegraph.
Mm-hmm.
When Paul Well had that ministry, it was there.
Mm-hmm.
You see, because like I said, the broadcast commission was coming from that side also. All right, but and then I remember Barbara Blake Anderson being the first young person, youth who was a consultant at that means of technology.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then even for example, the airport come underneath the Ministry of Transport because naturally that's a means of transport.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But I'm just going through the telephone directory page by page from that particular from the ministry. Normally you have seen it in the telephone directory with Colonel Charles signature years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no longer there. But the listener, could be right. And like I said, that would fall under the ministry
Finance.
of and public and public.
Under the public service part of it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yes, a public service, Minister of Finance and Public Service.
Well, I know you have heard the news of our firebrand former Minister of Mobilization. Of this, I was wondering years ago,
DK Duncan.
What was that role? What was that ministry? Was it something to give him something to do? Because the Ministry of Mobilization.
Well, from what I remember, in my time, I think when the ministry first came in, because I have a friend who used to be a member of our youth club, was a part of that ministry. He used to work in that ministry, and from what he was demonstrating and telling us is that, like in the communities, if you have like open lots and things like that, and it's been there for years and they can't find the owner, etc., that ministry would help you to develop that land into whatever you want, turn it in like a vegetable farm, chicken farm, goat farm, whatever. And and we acquire a piece of land that was basically it was owned by the church, and we never know. It's when we do the research on it, we found out that the church owned it, but wasn't using it, and we asked the church, and the church said, "Go ahead and do it," and we got funding from them to set up our goat and chicken farm. So I guess it was starting things in your community. They help you, start things in the community.
Well, it's debatable, but let us leave it at that.
Mm-hmm. But it could be on a broader scale. But I know that they helped us set up our thing at the time. That was in what 70, 75? Yeah, about that time.
No.
Yeah.
Remember that ministry came about after
it was the second. It was the second election. Okay. Yeah, so it have to be 77 then. Yeah.
In 72 to 74, he been involved with the general secretary of the party.
Yes.
And he was given that ministry in 76. So we wondering other things will be mobilized. So because being the firebrand minister and let us give, I just say give unto Caesar, which is Caesar.
Mm-hmm.
He was one of those persons who believed in equality across the board.
Mm-hmm.
He really did looking out for the underprivileged persons in the society. That much I can say about him. His approach to many of the things might not be cordial. You understand?
Yeah.
Because he had a lot of running with the state power, which is the police, and he didn't put about that. But like everything else, one would look at it as we were young, youthful exuberance and all of that.
Mm.
And then because let us look at it. The decay of the 70s was not the same decay of the 2000s.
Yeah.
And as you get older, you get mellowed because the same thing with the Michael Manley of the 70s. When he gone away with the suit and he put together the Kariba, that all the member of the house must wear the Kariba suit. I think if you remember, he was not going for no jacket and tie.
Yeah, bush jacket.
Bush jacket, right? And then when he returned in 1989, he was well suited. You understand? So one ideology or attitude or ideas can change over the years as one become mature. Because that's what growth is all about. Certain things that you value, because let us look back at it. Your value system of 20 or 30 years ago is not what it is today. There are certain things that you will tolerate today and that you would never tolerate 20, 30 years ago when you were in your youth. As I say, you are quick to fight. You resolve issue by the fist. But today, you're able to resolve issue with mediation.
Yeah.
You don't jump to do a lot of things that you have done 30 years ago. I certainly know I don't. I know smile at certain things that people said to me, because without fairness, they said that to me 30 years ago or 40 years ago is my fist make that close connection to you. You understand? So growing up in the 70s, because I was very active. I was very active in the 70s. Getting involved, as you rightly said, is involved in the youth groups and all of that. I was around when Garvey Mateo was being built, Jose Marti. I was there. I was one of those youth on the ground that was really active
Okay,
in,
okay.
for my community, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't, for me, it wasn't just about politics. It was about the betterment of my community, you know. So I was one of them that I used to participate in sitting in strikes and all of that. Yeah. But now as you get older and more mature now, you turn with the things you no longer jump to.
Mm-hmm.
So when you ask of me last week if I would have been considered in politics,
Mm-hmm.
I was there.
Mm-hmm.
I made my contribution behind the scenes and for a lot of things that persons enjoy today. We were at the battlefront. It's just like, for example, when I see Richard Tomlinson, for many persons who are listening, he is the current president for the PNPYO,
Mm-hmm.
and he is also presently in the relationship with reggae artist Keenan. He or she recently had a child for him.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you can see the president of the YO is saying that the president of the People's National Party must leave within 30 days, and people are saying that the approach to things,
Mm-hmm.
he put down as youthful exuberance,
Yeah.
you know, because when you're
I don't,
young
I don't,
and
I don't think so, Teddy. I think it was rude.
no, that's what I'm saying to your lady. When you are young and lack experience in certain things,
Mm-hmm.
you hastily jump the gun to do. I can let me give you an example. We recently Janet Grant Wood passed, who was former senator and also minister of education. And it was recently said in the House that when the new library is established inside the Parliament, they wish for it to name after Janet Grant Wood. Years ago, I was part of this Buddha management team in our constituency. And I'm telling this story because in order to understand politics, we were in a meeting and a contract was supposed to be awarded. And the person to whom I speak would have been fit to do the contract. Miss Woodman, I did not agree on it. You understand? And although I was on the management team, I remember my friend was kicking my foot at the table.
Mm-hmm.
To say, oh, you know, I was not the one who said, okay, fine, let's take it. And I was challenging her in her own meeting, and the person in charge said, no, the person who is competent, let them have the contract. And she was insistent on giving it to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Now, 2 years before the Constituency Development Fund, right? And I will tell you part 2 of that discussion of the year.
True, true. True, true.
The party that Miss Udam is no longer here.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody spending. The person who was in the meeting, my good buddy, he died. And so therefore, you know, part 2, I will share with you privately. Now, I do tell Freedom, at that time, within that meeting, you'd have considered me rude too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I was defending a principle.
True.
You understand? Which I saw it was wrong because she was giving it to somebody who I think was not competent enough to carry out certain things. But there was a reason why she was giving it to that particular person. You understand?
Let me
And
ask.
so,
Let me ask
yeah,
that question, Teddy. 'Cause I come with a hearsay now, and I know you don't like the hearsay that much. But I gotta drop the hearsay still. If there's any truth to it, I know you will add it. I was told that one of the reasons why Crystal came forward because she wanted to be a senator, and the leader of the party is the one that select the senators. So that senator
yeah,
will stay in office for the next term.
right, yeah.
And so she think that she should be a member of the Senate. Is there any
Well,
truth to that?
well, I like I said, I don't know, but let us look at the situation that presents itself.
Mm-hmm.
One, she's the president of the White House.
Yeah.
Two, she put up herself as a member of parliament, which she was not successful.
Mm-hmm.
I think, as you rightly said, she thinks that she could make a valid contribution
Mm-hmm.
at the Senate because knowing that the party is not strong, she could have seen it as a vehicle to keep the party voice alive within the Senate because the Senate now, the eighth person in the Senate has to be the guardian and watchdog for business that did not become a coffee shop for the ruling party.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
So maybe, this is what I'm thinking, maybe when she saw this person being selected, then she could have opposed. Or I look at it, again, this is my own opinion, right? Maybe she is being pushed by persons unknown.
Mm-hmm.
Because let us be reasonable. You don't go out there like that without support. Come on.
And as a junior person,
Here you go.
I look
You
at it that
know
way too.
have the backing to do what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you want to be the scapegoat. Do you understand? Then it's already decided to say, well, you're going to be the scapegoat. You're going to be the boss. You're going to take the lead. And therefore, tell you what, whatever consequences that befall you, we are willing to be there to give you support.
Yeah.
That is a thing. Because no way he's intelligent. You know, you cannot make a decision like that and go out on a limb and don't have the support behind you. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Because the rug could be easily pulled from underneath your feet. You alone do not have the voice and the tenacity and the strength to pull off that by yourself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But Teddy,
Yeah.
we still haven't seen the support showing up.
No. The support, remember, the support supposed to be in silence. Come on.
Well, the support not going to make themselves public, you know. Yeah, they're not going to make themselves public.
The support is still hiding behind her. But as far as the Senate thing is concerned, I think the PLP.
Hold on the flavors. Let me hear what Teddy said before you come in.
I've seen being chastised that man. Check it out. Just look at the landscape of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
She said, right, one or two persons within the party that was interviewed at the swearing said that, okay, fine. What bothers them that it went public? Meaning, the media get a hold of that. So in order for them to get a hold of that, it was deliberately sent to the media. Come on.
Yeah.
Of course.
Do you understand? Whether by somebody having a personal connection with that person, or they know who to send it to within the media. Right?
True.
So the question is, it should have been handled differently because the NEC had a meeting and that should have been brought up. So the question, if I brought it up at that meeting, it should have been pushed aside. So in order for me to have an angle, in order for me to at least make this thing public, it has to go to the media. And when you look at it correctly, is she being chastised? How many persons within the whole organization is giving her a flag? Look at it.
True.
It could have one up. Look at it. Let's be reasonable.
But
Is she being
Teddy, it don't make any sense to me, because Phillips was not asked to leave. He said he was leaving. And he asked the party to make the necessary arrangement at the earliest time possible.
So long, please. No. Put yourself in that position. No. I want you to think. Put yourself in that position, right? You know there's an internal power struggle within your organization, and you're not likely to understand it right now, right? Before you've been pushed out, the best thing to do is come out and say, look, I'm going to leave. Hoping to see that you win sympathy and apathy from your colleagues. When you say that, the man say, all right, go on. you understand? So you know, not look good. Because let me tell you something. Get the pride and ego, they walk in hand. Pride don't leave ego, and ego don't leave pride.
True.
And that is one thing that person, when you are sitting at a particular position, you know, which is big, because you see, you want to know how persons are, give them power. Look how when people have power, how they treat people. People with power, you know what I mean? You judge a man by the power he has. And people with power become humble with it. Then you know there's no room for ego and pride.
True.
Right? So the situation is, look at the situation recently with the president, Mark Golden, who said he attended a meeting and the 14 members, the current MPR say that we must sign a letter in support of Peter Phillips staying on a little longer. And he said, look, you can't force this thing on me like that. It needs to be discussed. It's not a situation where I just signed it because I'm in agreement. And again, you see that there is still an internal power struggle taking place. This is not
Teddy,
yeah.
the law said that the majority of the sitting members must recommend who they want to be their leader. And that was done. So him talking don't mean nothing, because he's well 13. He's well 13.
Get something clear.
I don't see what kind of consensus. I can't see what kind of consensus of him talking about, because the law clearly states that only the sitting members can vote.
No, remember one thing that is clear. If he went in without the 14 because as far as it is concerned right now, let us look at the card in front of you right now. He went into the election as opposition. He came back out after the election. He was still opposition. He have not. Yes. So therefore, the 14 don't need to write to the Governor General. What you miss, Flavor, is that the 14 are whoever wanted it to be continuous. because he said he will tender his resignation. So
Yes,
what
but
is that?
they don't find a replacement yet, so he still
No,
stands.
no,
I think
no,
that.
no. Hold on. They find a replacement, you know. They find a replacement, but there is still no. Leaders, there is another thing that is blatant on the wall, and you have to read between the lines. Do you understand? All right. Common sense. If this person is saying, let us hold on, right, to him as opposition leader, and the person everybody is told him to be opposition, say that I'm not going to sign. What does that tell you? Common sense. What does that tell you? He's still a divide.
Yeah, no, Teddy, there's a huge divide. We're not talking about divide, you know. What we're talking about is the business of the people. The business of the people must go on. The country needs an opposition leader within a particular time. And that's what they did.
One of the problems that we constantly have in this country is a situation where we put party above country. And if they were not putting party above country, that issue would have been resolved. Today is the 21st of the how many days after the election, and it's still not being resolved. Isn't that situation that is party above country?
Teddy, I will say this categorically. I am of the opinion that the problem that the PNP has now cannot be resolved internally with these people that are there. Cannot be resolved.
I ask you the question. Today,
they need to get somebody. They need to get somebody from outside to resolve it for them. It can't be resolved.
I ask the question. Today is the 22nd September. How many days after the election? And we're asking the question. If they were putting country above party, this is just my opinion I'm pushing forward. If they were looking at country before party, wouldn't they then deal with the matter right after the election?
Yes.
Oh, no further. I rest my case.
I agree with you completely.
So that's why I'm saying.
Last week Friday, I spoke about what's the word now? What is required of an opposition party as relates to the government, to Jamaica?
The opposition party is a party in waiting, meaning therefore they're supposed to look at policies that the current government is putting out because of time. Let's be honest. From time to time, the government
What I'm looking at, Teddy, is what are their responsibilities? Are they responsible for having a proper structured organization so they can function on behalf of the Jamaican people? Because right now the is in that state. They can't help us do nothing right now. Because they are totally splintered.
Because remember, they're supposed to be, as a matter of fact, the opposition supposed to be the shadow cabinet of the government. Though the government currently has 19 ministers, right? The opposition only have 14 members. So the question is, they are not a government in waiting.
No, they're not.
Because they don't, the minister to shadow unless you're going to pull somebody to the Senate.
Which they have to. Yeah, they will have to.
Right. So the question is, they're supposed to be the watchdog on the behalf of the people of the country. So therefore, the government do not take for granted their two-third majority within the House. So you can be smart, but the thing,
What is happening now is that the PNP is not behaving responsible as as the second political party in Jamaica. They are not behaving responsible at this point in time. Because like I said, all their internal stuff should have been resolved immediately after the election so that they can live up to their duties. Because they have responsibilities. They have responsibilities that they're not living up to now. Because basically, as far as I'm concerned now, they don't exist. They do not exist right now.
Let them go and rebuild. Give them time. They will rebuild.
They will rebuild. No. They can't rebuild from internally. They have to get somebody from outside. Not necessarily.
They will figure it out themselves. They're adults now. They have to figure it out for themselves. Because remember, there's a local government election coming up. And if them not figure it out by now, that means they will get swamped into that as well too.
But they will.
So they have to figure out something.
What they have to figure out, they have to get somebody probably like PJ or somebody else from outside to restructure them and bring them back to a working, running organization, which they are not now.
Let me ask both of you a question. Is what's his name still in the party? And what position he hold? Paul Burke.
Paul Burke is still a member of the party. Put it that way.
Okay, still a member.
He's a member.
With all fairness, he was one of the most effective general secretaries for the party for a number of years.
And I'm thinking too, as somebody who's there, can he become the leader of the party?
The situation are too many falls out and too many utterances over the years. He have said that look, Franco, the dynamics of the party has changed. This can't be the party of the 70s. The point is just like politics. 30 years ago, we were telling the voters on the road, right? And the people that don't want internet. This generation want internet.
Yes, what I try to do is forget somebody to mobilize the party again.
This is what I'm.
And you need an old school person to help mobilize them.
Hold on, Franco. There are persons there who can mobilize the party, but what we are saying to you, Franco, the narrative has to change. You cannot use in the same script. That's the point. You cannot continue to use the same script. You get new players, new actors into on the team now. And so use the same script for this play. And so that is where there is a problem. All right, take for example, during the campaign, Dean Jackson Miller interviewed Dr. Peter, and they were using songs in what Jamaica called dub of certain songs, twisted to accommodate the MP. And she asked the Peter Philip, who is the leader, if he knew of the artist that sings the song. She said no. She said, have you ever heard the original song that is being used with you in your campaign? He said no. He has never heard the original song. He don't know who the artist is. That is what we're saying. That's the point.
Somebody made it for him. Somebody made it for him and didn't tell him.
Even you You are the minister, you are the leader, you must know something. That's what a good leader is about. You have to appoint people. I will not beat him down on Dr. Philip, but what we're saying is the script has changed, the narrative has changed, the landscape of politics has changed. We cannot continue of what was taking place in the 70s because let us be reasonable. Franco, when you and I was in school in the 60s, to tell you about 2020, it will sound like Star Trek.
Exactly.
You could never see 2020. Because our thing is just the remainder of the year and next year. 2020.
That if you mean they couldn't tell us about 2000. That's a what?
Here you
go. Anyway, gents, we come to the end of a spirited discussion this morning. We went a bit further in time because we know this is something that we love to do, discuss things happening in Jamaica and around the Caribbean.
The only thing that I can say, Franco, I'm closing off is simple, just like what Flavor said. It's time the nation business as priority right now and start get the ball. Stop put party over country. It's time start to put country over party and say it's for the benefit of the country. That is just my final say.
True. Flavius?
Well, I would say that as far as the PNP is concerned, they dropped the ball because after a number of years of some fairly smooth transition, you have some hiccups here and there, but in general, fairly smooth transition. And those transitions were known. I think they put the ball in their transition training. And what I think they should give a little read to something that has been a very old thing, written many years before us by Dr. Lawrence Peter, and he calls it the Peter Principle. And I think that is what has happened to Peter Phillips and the PNP. So, people can comment on that, but I think they need to look seriously on that, the Peter Principle, and see how it fits into the current situation. And then they can better understand what is happening and what to do and what not to let happen again. Very, very important. Because they end up with no leaders. That's basically what we are faced with now. And the country will suffer tremendously for that. You can't the hope of the JLP that they will do the right thing. There's no right thing for them to do. The system requires at least two parties. That's a requirement of the system for it to work properly. So when we have one, it can't work properly. No matter how the party in power try, it just can't work.
Well, for what I've seen over the years, powerful clubs, organizations dominate, they fall, and it takes time for them to rise up back again. So I know they will rise. Give them time for work out them differences, and they will rise.
Yeah, there is no saying about that. It will happen. Yeah, let's be frank. It will happen. But what we're saying, in the meanwhile, as the good old saying, you put on the pot, but no fire underneath it. So therefore, not skin.
Yeah.
How can you put on? You say you put on the pot and the fire underneath it?
You're right. Absolutely right.
So they will rise, and all we're saying is give new blood a chance.
Yep.
You see?
Yep.
That's That's all I am saying from where I stand.
And I want new blood to get a chance to, but them have to put aside the arrogance and the ego with them have,
No, well, let's be clear, brethren. Arrogance and ego is one of the things that form us as part of it. Is how you use it, how you control it, because it's part of the emotional of a human being. The question is just like how you're hungry. It's just like how you're hungry. I have to eat food, and then you have to say, are you eating for belly food or nutritional value? So that is how you control it, how you contain it. Because all of us, that's to define us as a person. But if you allow one thing, you need like life, you need a balance. That's what you're saying. Balance the thing. That's what life is about. Balance.
Like both of you say, you want to let go of the youth. I have no problem, but the youth must not allow themselves to be pushed. They must come with their own agenda, not somebody else's agenda.
Yeah, but the thing about it, we've been doing that in our favors. Remember, when we were youth and involved in many of these organizations, we come with our own agenda because we saw things differently. And we wanted to make a change. But like everything else,
I don't want to see some old guy around the corner pull the strings. I don't want to see that. That is my problem.
Yeah, the old guy around the corner did have the financial influence, and that was what was holding us back.
Yeah.
Still hold back.
That was the reality.
Still holding us back.
He had the financial and the influence, so he could have done what he done. What we need to do, just like everything else, we need to garner our financial strength and our influence. Because there are still people in this society, because we are Caribbean, right? Our society is a close-knit society, and there are persons who can blackball you. That's the reality. You don't have to hide it. It's not to me. No. And I tell people, I don't have to hide and say, I've been blackballed. I've been told that certain sector I will never work in again. But here the good thing about it today is that we have a medium like the internet and program like this where you can channel your voice. So they control the media to tell them, say, you can't work back in this media again. The dynamics of the world has changed. They can't say that to you, no. Because no platform to express what you say, and they can't control it because their money can't control that.
Exactly. That's one of the things I love about the internet. This medium, anybody can do it as long as you know what you're doing and do it the right way. And show those who did blackball you that you did blackball me, but here I rise again.
But the joke is that now I'm scrambling. That's the problem,
What happened?
They're scrambling to survive now.
Oh, okay.
All these blackballing people are scrambling to survive.
Yeah.
Because society don't need them anymore. They don't need them like they used to.
All right. Well, anyway, favors, we gotta go. We gotta go, Teddy, because I have to go do some cooking up and heat up some stuff.
For our listeners, I will do it all over again.
Well, thank you, Teddy. So see you Monday. Take care of yourself, all right, and your loved ones.
Same to you. Good day.
Yeah, man. Bless. Cool. So, well, listeners, before I get out of here, let me give you the fruit of the day. For me, I don't know if Flavius know this fruit. So, take it away from me, Arthur. So Flavius can hear the fruit we're talking about.
The Otaheite apple is known by a variety of names: cocoa plum, Malay rose apple, mountain apple, and Ethiopia, which is most likely a corruption of the original name. It came to us from the Pacific Islands and thrived in Jamaica. This apple is mainly eaten raw and ranges from bland to tangy to very sweet. Here are some of the vitamins and minerals that are found in Jamaican apples. Vitamin C. Vitamin A. Niacin. Thiamine. riboflavin, carotene, phosphorus, fiber, iron, calcium. I am Arthur Kaiser reporting for the Real Stuff podcast.
So Flavius, I know you have a lot of that apple in your yard.
Yep.
So make sure you eat a lot.
Well, I mean, we eat, we juice, we blend. Oh boy. Give away, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I know that. I had a nice, what you call it, feast of it the other day when I was there.
Yeah, man. I mean, when you can just walk and just put up your hand and it comes down and you just eat it same place.
Mm-hmm, yeah. So it was good.
And sometimes when we have enough rain, sometimes they come big and thick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. When you eat it, it's like you're drinking a whole big glass of water.
Yeah, man. I know it watery and juicy. Yours very sweet, but I like the texture of the outer layer, how it thick.
Yeah, man.
And it's very thick. Some of them soft, but yours just thick. And when it fall off of the tree and drop on the ground, you pick it up, it bursty up. It still have that. It might have a little dent, but it's still thick. So anyway, we're gonna get out of here. So always take care of yourself, your loved one. Always remember, prayer changes things. Regardless of what religion you belong to, you must pray and continue to pray. Tafina to take us out.
Well, unfortunately, this is it. Till next time. Bless.
All you gotta do is just speak. One word is enough, and I'm no longer so rough. I forget what I was trying to say. I no longer do what I was gonna do, but you're no good for me. That's why me know I said me if it could flee. Me I fi take away me say. Me I fi take away me say. Me I fi hide like a thief in the night. Me I fi get out of sight. Me I fi take away myself. I fi take away myself. I have to utilize I wings. Surely I clean where I ease. I said, yeah. I find you very hard to resist. With this relationship I'm gonna desist. But how can I face you when all I wanna do is just taste you? I know you think I play me, but soon you're gonna see the light of day. Just relax, don't move an inch. I'll be gone in a pinch. May I feel take away myself. May I feel take away myself. May I feel I like a thief in the night. May I forget out of sight. May I feel take away myself. Take away myself. I have to utilize I will. Surely I a clean pair of heels. I say, been there, done that, don't need it again, yeah. I'm not a masochist who won't play your game, to all you move your
Well,
arm,
unfortunately, this is it. Till next time. Bless.
through the door. Take away ourselves. Ah, yeah, 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 yeah. Say no goodbye, girl, let me take me ourselves. Take me ourselves. No goodbye, girl, let me take me ourselves.
Well, unfortunately, this is it. Till next time. Bless.